Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On the ground, it's Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
That's right.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Haskins will throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
12, fellas, here we go. 5. I got you.
Garoppolo on first down. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 36, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. Garoppolo now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twist. Hey, gun. Kill. Check 24.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. First target, first catch, and a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And Stills bringing it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this foot. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
They run again with Breida. And he's got room. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 83 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Haskins on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. On first down, it's Haskins. It's complete. Stills. 23 yards, the final tally. Haskins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Next to score, Niners 31, Redskins 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line.
Here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now it's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 51's a
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Complete. Richardson has it. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Complete to Paul Richardson.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
80 weapons. Go ahead.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 13. I got you. Back up.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. Into the Redskins. How did they do?
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Haskins to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker who often leads his team in tackles.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think. Because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, gap points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait,
Check 56.
at the 48-yard line.